everybody. So it is early. It's, I think, like not even 6:30. You might even be able to hear his alarm going off in the background. I have a meeting at 7:30, so I get to be up before the ass crack of dawn. So breakfast, well, this portion of breakfast, there may be food later if I'm hungry, but I'm not fasting today. I just have a cup of coffee with, there's 33 milliliters of heavy whipping cream in there. Just that. I have about a tablespoon or so of this in there. I like my coffee sweet. And then I have a scoop of collagen powder in there as well. And then I really like the ice cream flavors when Dunkin' Donuts brings them out. And I like their butter pecan one. So I actually got this to make butter pecan flavored ice cream. I'm going to experiment with some stuff later. And I decided to put 7 drops of this in the coffee, and it is absolute perfection. So this is what's in there, and it's so good, you guys. Like, thoroughly enjoying my cup of joe this morning. Good morning, guys. Hi, it is Friday, so happy Friday to you all that actually get a weekend. I do not have a weekend this weekend. I am actually working tomorrow, and today it is 7:11 a.m. and I am on my way to work. Apparently with this promotion comes a meeting every third Friday of the month at 7:30 in the morning. So that's fun. I am Central Time, and 99% of my region is Eastern Standard. So I get to go to work at 7:30 in the morning and stay until 6, unless my assistant manager doesn't get, oh, this is not going to work for me. Are they stopping at every single bus stop? It's like a line of people. This is not okay. They're stopping at every single kid's house. Is that a thing? I thought it was like one giant, thank you, one bus stop and all the kids went there. I don't care for this. So unless my coworker, assistant person does not have to leave early today, if we get overtime, we get to kill it one day. So like if you clock in at 9:15, for 4 days, you have an hour worth of overtime, and we just tend to leave an hour early before our day off. So she's off tomorrow, so she would most likely leave at like 5 today, but her poor cat, she was 22 years old. She passed away on Tuesday. So she left early Tuesday to go bury her with her sister. So I don't know if she'll leave early today. If she doesn't, then I will probably take off. I could use the overtime, but also we'll see how I feel. Because this is the check that I take to Jersey with me. It's just great because I'm already going to have, like $70 in mileage. So that's awesome. So you guys did not see me yesterday, and the reason is not because I didn't vlog. I did. But the footage was skewed, if you will. I was very angry yesterday and very hurt. So the vlog that I put out was angry and hurt. So I decided to just cut it off and not vlog anymore after I did my last piece. And then I rewatched it and I was like, you know what? I can't put this up. So I just went ahead and decided to not post yesterday. So today's vlog will be short. That cup of coffee, by the way, was amazing. Like, it was everything. It made my entire morning. So, judging by the yawn, the caffeine has not kicked in yet, but I do have some Bang energies for when I get to work. I can either have the ones that I have, or I had stolen one from Casey yesterday. Yesterday was my travel day for work, and I stole one from her. Because she has a vendor, or she has a customer who used to be a driver for Bang, and if there were any damaged cans, he couldn't sell them, so he had to damage out the whole case. So she has like a bunch that he just gave her, and I stole some. So I finally had the peach mango one, and then I have sour heads, so that's good. But yeah, I will bring you guys with me on my food journey throughout the day. Hi! So it is around 11 o'clock. I am actually taking a 3-hour lunch today because I had to go in for that meeting at 7:30. So I picked up 2 hours there. I had like 15 minutes, and then I really clocked in at like 7:20. So I had about 2.5 hours to kill, and my coworker does have to leave early. So I just bit the bullet. I'll just take a 3-hour lunch instead of leaving early because I'm totally fine with that. I ran to the DMV because I really need to pick up my plates, and I walk in, and there is a line of about 15 people out the door where I need to be. So I walked in, went nope, turned around and walked out. So I am heading home for lunch. I am so hungry. Like, I kind of want to cry. So I was going to stop and get something for dinner, but I want to reevaluate how I'm eating my protein. I am tending to eat like half my daily protein during the day, and I really would rather keep that for nighttime, just because that's where the bulk of my meat is, or should be. So, you know, if I have a pork chop, or if I have, you know, I think tonight we're either going to do country ribs or sausage. So I want to be able to take the protein from that. I get my macros are 20 carbs, 110 fat, 84 protein, and then I think it's like 1,438 calories. It's like a really random number. So I want to start kind of reeling in the protein, because I do know that it breaks down into glucose in your body. So I want to reel that in, and start eating a little bit less protein. So I'm thinking of what I have at home for lunch, and what I think I'm going to do is kind of make like a mock grilled cheese. I have some queso fresco that I got, that you basically just fry in a pan, and it turns into like its own little grilled cheese piece, and it's super yummy. So I have 2 pieces of that left, so I think I'm going to do that, and then stick a little piece of turkey in the middle, or some pepperoni. I haven't decided which yet. Probably pepperoni. I think that might be a little bit better. And we'll see how much protein that is, and see if I think anything else should be added. What I may do is, if he did not drink the rest of the coffee this morning, I might actually make like a keto frap to bring with me for the afternoon, and then it may be a 2-bang day, because I am exhausted. My entire work life has been thrown upside down. So I am used to going in, getting all of my work done by like 10:30, and kind of like piecemealing the rest of my day together. And you know, it isn't always busy all the time. So for me now, specifically the last few days, I have been on the go. I was in training, and then I was coaching, and it was just a lot. And even now, I have 2 new hires that are starting. I have no idea when they're going to start. So I need to go in just for my peace of mind and refresh myself in some of the courses that we do have in our like learning section. So that's going to be on my agenda for this afternoon. But the days of me kind of just chilling for a little bit during the day are like long gone. And that is like a whole new world for me, because even when I trained with public storage, it was nowhere near as immersive as this. This is training new hires, taking courses, following up with things, making sure this is done, making sure that's done, following up with coworkers, coaching coworkers, all these different things. Whereas at public, I literally sat in the office with them for 8 hours while they did modules on a computer. I had very little interaction, and the way we train is the exact opposite of that. So, you know, I was kind of thrown into this role. It was a very quick process of me, applying, interviewing, getting hired, and being thrown into training. I found that yesterday, I was told that most people in this position have been basically being groomed for the position for like 3 to 6 months. And I was not in any way, shape, or form doing that. So she was, very clear. She's like, you are being thrown into this. She goes, but you have a training background, so that should help. And it does. I think I'm going to excel at this role. But that little voice in the back of my head is like, you're going to fail, and you're going to fail miserably. I know I'm not. And my boss is behind me 100%. I had to send an email to my learning manager this morning on what my takeaways were from our time together. And I mentioned one specific thing, and he wrote me back, and he's like, well, I'll contact this employee and make sure that this is an issue. And I'm like, it's not an issue with that employee. It's an issue with me. I'm the one that needs to take care of it. It had nothing to do with that person. So I emailed him that right before I left, but he even said in the email, he's like, I am behind you 100%. I need to do everything you need me to do to make you successful at this. Because I have a feeling he's going to utilize me a little bit more just because I am the closest one to him. Why are we going like -7 miles an hour, people? It is a green light. Thank you. I'm just going to go ahead and get on over. So, I know he has my back, and my coworker has my back, and I'm excited, I'm apprehensive, I'm nervous. There's so many different emotions, and with there being so many emotions, I'm mentally exhausted. Like, I am one of those people that I can usually turn it off once I clock out, especially now that I don't live on property. But I still, I had a 3-day weekend, and I checked my inbox to see if I had anybody I had to do phone screens for, and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do that, and I need to be able to turn it off a little bit more now, because it's starting to turn back on after 6, and I need it to not. I need to be able to decompress and relax and spend time with my family and be human, not a constant work machine. So I am definitely looking forward to the next few weeks. It's going to be stressful just because there's a lot of alone time for me. I am finishing up this month, and then next weekend my coworker has PTO, so she's on like a little 5-day vacation, and then she comes back, we have 1 day together, and then I'm working at a different store, and then the day after I work that store, I leave for 6 days, and then I come back, and I'm probably going to have a new hire at that point, and I am going to be, thrown into this world. So all I can do is just focus on being the best that I can be at this, and hope that it works out to be the best, or for the best. Best. Yeah. On a food outlook, though, I'm doing really well, and I'm not craving carbs, which is good. I do have a video that I want to do regarding an issue with me. It'll be like one of those sit down and talk to you videos. I am going to wait for my camera to arrive before I do any of that, which may be an issue because apparently my dad ordered it through HSN and they canceled his order, and he doesn't know why, so he's got to call and figure it out, blah blah blah. So it might be a little while, but I do have a video I want to touch on with eating disorders in overweight people, specifically me. There are tons of different eating disorders out there, and while I may not have bulimia or anorexia or a binge eating disorder or anything along those lines, I do have what I consider to be an eating disorder, and I need to let you guys know what that is. So I will have that video up hopefully by the end of the month, because now I also need to be able to take time and set it aside for videos. My Make It Monday is already set, ready to upload. So this Sunday I have to figure out something to do. It may not be a Make It Monday for the third Monday. It may be like a Q&A or a beauty video or something. So we'll see how it'll pan out. But for now, I am just heading home. I still have 2 hours and some odd minutes left on my lunch break. And when I get home and I make my lunch, I will show it to you guys. All right, so these came today. All right, I ordered the strawberry chocolate pieces back in July. They never sent. So they sent me the dark chocolate ones. They came in yesterday. They also sent me these. These came in today. So 2.5 grams of carbs per piece. Notice anything wrong? I have had nothing but issues with Skinny Me chocolate. I'm still going to try these and see how they are, because it's not like chocolate goes bad. But I've already messaged them. This is like completely unacceptable. 2 months after I order, and I get outdated product. Okay, I may have spoken too soon. They have the white film all around them, and they stink. So it looks burnt. It will not taste burnt. For some reason, this cheese burns very easily, but doesn't taste like it. So this is 2.5 ounces of the cheese. And then inside I have 1/3 of an ounce of that hard-dried salami that I got from Fresh Market. So this is going to be lunch, and then I am going to make a keto frap for work later. So this is it. Hi. So, hi. It is 1:15. I'm heading back to work because my break is officially over. Lunch was really good, and I'm going to definitely be doing that fried bread cheese stuff even more now. It kind of became like a hot pocket almost. It was weird, but it must not have been enough fat or something, because I got hungry not long after I ate it. So before I left, I was going to make one of the keto fraps, but there wasn't. He did wind up having coffee, so there wasn't enough left that it would have been a good frap without a lot of heavy cream. And I didn't want to invest that many calories or fat into like a keto frappuccino. So I just made a regular cup of coffee with 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, because it's one of the bigger cups. I have my this. So yeah, my little fake redone mug. So I did add a little bit of the butter pecan. I call it something different every time. And I did have an additional 2 of those peanut butter fat bombs. Like, they're made to be, like, a serving is 2. So that brought me up. I'm at like 600 and something calories for the day. 3 carbs. 3 carbs. And then my protein, I am sitting at 25 grams. And my fat is at 57 grams. So I have just about half of my fat left for the day. And then I have 2/3 of, a little over 2/3 of my protein. So still haven't decided what we're going to have for dinner. I'm going to kind of leave that up to him. And we'll go from there. If he just wants me to make something random, then I will most likely have a salad. Excuse me. I will most likely have a salad, or if he wants me, I can do the sausage broccoli stuff. I can do, I don't think I want to do the country ribs. I prefer for that to be like, I don't know, on a day where I can watch it in the crock pot. So we'll see. We'll see what we do for dinner. But macros are looking pretty good for the day. It's only 1:20, so I'm hoping that I don't get like hungry between now and 6 o'clock. If I do have Bag Energy that I can take, although I'd really like to reduce the amount of caffeine I have after my coffee. And I also have extra sharp white cheddar cheese in my fridge at work. So there are options. I'm just trying not to partake in them. But if my stomach growls, it growls. But I think I have enough fat. I mean, it's 57 grams of fat that I ate in the last 2 hours. So I should be good. And guess what? All keto foods. All of them. It's 5:38. And all of a sudden, like, all the hunger hit. And not a hunger that, like, I can wait till I get home and have dinner and be set. It would be I went home and raided the fridge while I was eating dinner or making dinner, and then I would be, like, way over. So I'm going to have a cheese stick. All right, I'll just wait for you to take your turn, idiot. Okay, so hi, hey. So it is taking all of my power not to order pizza for dinner. Like, literally every single piece of me is screaming, get the pizza, get the pizza. It could happen, not gonna lie. If it does, I don't know what that'll mean. It'll mean that I had pizza for dinner and I had my first cheat meal in 5 weeks of doing keto. My biggest fear is that I won't be able to bounce back and it'll start kind of like a mudslide. Or a landslide. It'll just start rolling from there. I don't know, because that cheese did not really help. I'm not gonna lie, it was not really anything. So maybe I will make him something and have my real good chicken pizza that's in my freezer. But then what am I gonna make him? Could just make him a sandwich. Like, what kind of homemaker would I be if I just gave him a sandwich? A lazy one, and I'm okay with that. We'll see. So I have forgotten how much I think that Real Good pizzas suck. This is the Supreme. So it's not formulated well. There is 1 piece of sausage, 2.5 pieces of pepperoni, and the rest is black olives and peppers. That is not a Supreme pizza. This pisses me off. Alright, so you guys hear me refer to giving him tuna slop. This is tuna slop. It is rice with cream of mushroom soup and tuna on top of it. Blah.